Korean skincare is some of the most innovative formulas on the market, and today I want to recap some of my current favorite products. Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Every so often I like to recap some of my favorite Korean skincare products, especially that I am currently loving. I've tried out so many Korean formulas and a lot of them have worked for my skin. This video is more coming from a current approach of what I love with Korean skincare, because truly they are best-selling and known well for a reason. I feel like it's what everybody talks about with skincare and the most innovative formulas, so that's why I like to recap my favorites. Without further ado, I have a lot of ground to cover, so let's jump right into this video. Face mists are my favorite way to refresh my skin throughout the day, and with the changing season we're in at the moment, I need a lightweight balancing face mist that has wonderful supporting ingredients, exactly what describes Dr. Althea's 345 Relief Cream Mist. I was glad they went for this approach with this face mist because I feel like the best-selling 345 Relief Cream from Dr. Althea is best designed for oily skin. This did leave a nice dewy finish, but it wasn't suffocating, balanced, and delivered a great benefit for my acne-prone skin. It's a wonderful way to rehydrate the face throughout the day and get that refreshed feel without leaving too heavy of a finish as you continue using this formula. I've been able to use it very frequently and I love that aspect of it because face mists are one of these addictive skincare products, and why not go for a formula that's very balancing, utilizes some skin barrier supporting ingredients in that as well. What makes up a good moisturizer to me all comes down to the ingredients and the formula, how they perform for my skin, and the perfect one for me at the moment is Innisfree's Green Tea Ceramide Cream. Such a beautiful moisturizing and more rich formula that wasn't too heavy for the skin, but has shown great benefits with soothing my skin, rebuilding the barrier with the ceramides in here, but also includes ectoin, green tea, which is balancing for the face, and I also noticed it to be a perfect everyday moisturizer. Honestly, some of the best Innisfree formulas come from their green tea collection. Toner, their moisturizer are amazing, but during this transitional season, the moisturizer is definitely what I've been enjoying. I've been spending a lot more time outside, and usually I try to minimize the level of exfoliants that I use during that. I have been going for a more minimal approach with eqqualberry's swimming pool toner. I love it because it utilizes an enzyme exfoliant rather than harsh actives and could be a gentle active-free way if you're experiencing sensitivity or sensitized skin. It's something that I use more frequently, and I honestly use it in pair with skincare actives to enhance the benefit of their efficacy, and I feel like this is the great way to alternate. If you need skincare actives, you can use this formula. If you don't need skincare actives, you can still use it to get a similar benefit. Not as effective or potent as skincare actives, but still could be a good option for those more sensitized or sensitive, which perfectly describes how my skin has been recently. Every time I make a video recapping my favorite Korean skincare, Skin 1004's Madagascar centella ampoule is one of the products I always mention because it's truly something I can use during any season. It's so versatile. You get to control how you use this formula and what you can do with it, and that's what I think makes it so stand out. A lot of formulas come with a thicker consistency. This is a more lightweight, easily blendable, easily dry down on the face product. You can mix it in with a moisturizer, mix it in with your favorite hydration serum, your favorite milky toner to get that added benefit of the calming centella that this product utilizes. That's why I love it so much. This is such a dream for my acne and my redness, and especially at a time where I'm dealing with it so frequently, this is crucial for my routine. I truly use it during all seasons. I can't even act like I don't use it all the time because it truly is something that is so versatile, and that's why I would recommend it. Azelaic acid is the biggest staple in my skincare routine for maintaining acne, redness, and calming my skin as well. Also seeing great benefits with discoloration with more extended use. The azelaic acid I'm loving right now is anua's. It is a little bit more watery. You're not getting that more moisturizing emulsion delivery that some formulas come with, but that is perfect for my skin at the moment. I'm not needing something too heavy, and with my active step, I like something that's effective with the 10% concentration, but easily dries down and maintains my azelaic acid usage, keeping my skin regulated, keeping my skin balanced, and I love it for that reason. Simple, effective, panthenol and cica blending in with this formula to make a more moisturizing, watery treatment. It is definitely not as moisturizing as an emulsion delivery, but still does everything I need for my skin. One of my favorite collections from Skin 1004 is their Labs in Nature collection, and they utilize a great gentle blend in their retinol booster ampoule. I don't love this necessarily for the booster aspect of it. I feel like it could make a great addition to this product. I more like it as a gentle maintenance retinal style treatment that has a great moisturizing blend as well. Super watery and blends in practically immediately. It is definitely more gentle, definitely something you want to use when you're just getting into actives and not a more advanced active user. But I notice when my skin is more sensitized, I love this formula. It is one of the best retinal hybrid formulas that I have tried. The boosting aspect of it just kind of enhances that. I haven't noticed many benefits differing from a retinal treatment, but still it is a good formula. I like the gentle blend that they utilized in here. When I'm just needing a go-to day-to-day moisturizer and my skin is feeling pretty normal, cosrx's ceramide skin barrier cream is one of my favorite go-tos because of the second skin-like finish, the natural approach to the finish of it. It's not too greasy, but still does moisturize the face as needed and strengthens the skin barrier while also being balancing for my acne-prone skin. It is an amazing formula that utilizes just the ingredients it needs to be effective at moisturizing, but also not clog my pores and not cause acne. Why I love this formula so much is because of that daily feel that I look for in a moisturizer. It's just a go-to, honestly. When I am dealing with a lot of oily skin, and specifically on my more oily days, I like serums like Purito's Mighty Bamboo treatment that balance my skin in a lightweight yet milky way that I feel like balances it perfectly. Definitely more intended for combination to oily skin, but that's why I love it. It perfectly describes how my skin is when the weather is warmer, and I like this balancing milky serum because it does dry down so nice. It delivers a great benefit for my acne, for my pores, for my overall skin appearance and hydration. Super lightweight and definitely a more oily skin way to balance the face. Cleansers are best used in their simplicity in my opinion, and I like more gel cleansers at the moment that are not too stripping for the skin, but still balance it and cleanse my skin enough to where acne is not repeatedly coming up on my face. That's exactly what Anua's gel cleanser does for me. It is more moisturizing and you get a ton of this product for the value, so you're not going to go through it very quickly. Definitely more intended with combination to normal skin in mind. I do think it's perfectly balanced. Really dry skin may not enjoy it. Really oily skin may not feel it's enough. It does have a light foam to it, but I find it perfect for my skin. Like I said though, combination to oily at the moment. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I look for in a simple cleanser. Honestly, you just need something that's bare bones. I like that it's fragrance free. That's not a necessity. It perfectly encapsulates the simple cleansing step I feel like sometimes can be a little complicated. Discoloration and dark spot season is approaching for me. As I do spend more time outside, I'm not as thorough as I need to be with sunscreen application all the time. I just have to be honest. Something I'm working on. cosrx's alpha-arbutin treatment is a great way for me to gently treat some discoloration with the tranexamic acid, the alpha-arbutin. Truly haven't seen an ingredient list as loaded down as this when it comes to blend in the formulation with its efficacy. One of these formulas I have had a chance to spend a lot more time with and develop a love for it with how gentle yet effective it is. Also, I've seen some comments and some reviews saying that some dark spot serums can cause acne. I have had that happen with some in the past. This is not one of those formulas for me. Personally worked amazing for my skin. It was a gentle, simple yet effective treatment, and that's what I feel like encapsulates this formula perfectly. Light gel creams are my favorite way to layer hydration in transitional seasons. Specifically, Beauty of Joseon's Red Bean Water Gel is one of the best moisturizers to do that with because of how lightweight it is. Definitely more intended for people to use as a final step moisturizer if you like no finish to a moisturizer and you have really oily skin. It would be the perfect final step moisturizer for really oily skin, but if you do have more combination to dry skin, you could layer this with a richer cream after it. I personally have combination skin and it just doesn't cut it for me as a moisturizer. That's why I like it as a layering hydration step, and the ingredients in here are really balancing for the skin and deliver a great benefit for purifying the face as well. I like this product for my acne prone skin, and that's why I like to layer with it, because I can apply a couple more layers with it without it causing acne or being too much for my face. One of the best Korean milky toners I've ever tried is Haruharu's Probiotics Barrier Essence. This is such a rich, luxurious formula. I love using this right now overnight to wake up with super soft, moisturized, and refreshed skin. This is a beautiful formula. I love the ingredients they include in here with the ceramide blend, ingredients that really supported my skin barrier, and I found great benefit with them. It perfectly encapsulates everything I look for in a milky toner, not being too heavy for the face, but still nourishing it as it should, and providing a great skin barrier strengthening benefit to my face. There's no doubt Korean sunscreen filters are the reason why so many people love Korean skincare. I feel like it's what drew me to Korean skincare. My favorite sunscreen utilizing Korean chemical filters is Innisfree's Green Tea Sun Serum. No doubt I love Innisfree's green tea collection, but this sunscreen specifically encapsulates everything I look for in a sunscreen. In the American market, just completely flips it on its head, which most Korean sunscreens do. I grew up with sunscreens feeling so heavy and just feeling greasy, making me not want to reapply and apply it. This sun serum does everything it needs to be super lightweight, great for my acne prone skin, super balancing as well, and I just can't say enough good things about it. It has worked amazing for my skin. I would really recommend trying out this sunscreen if you are in the market for a new Korean sunscreen, or if you're looking for a sign to get invested in a Korean sunscreen. This is what I wish I had when I was getting into them. Oil cleansers are super popular in Korean skincare. I feel like when I was first getting into Korean skincare, it was sunscreens and oil cleansers. There are so many options to choose from on the market. I personally love a cleansing balm texture, and that's reflected in my option. Dr. Althea's Pure Grinding Cleansing Balm is my favorite Korean cleansing balm because it is fragrance free. Just something that I personally like and something that works better for my acne prone skin. Additionally, it is a cleansing balm that worked amazing for my acne, meaning it didn't cause any, removed everything it needed to without leaving too heavy of a film or a finish on the skin. I love that aspect of it, and I love everything about this formula. From the ingredients to the simple oils that they use in here, I feel like it perfectly encapsulates everything I look for in a cleansing balm. Simple, effective to remove makeup and sunscreen, and it comes in super convenient packaging. There's so many reasons to love this cleansing balm. Price point's a little bit more expensive, but I've found I invest in product, especially if they do end up working for my acne prone skin. Let me know what Korean formulas you are loving at the moment and what formulas I should try next, because there are so many out there. I just placed a big order. Most of it was new releases, but still cannot wait to review and try those. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week. I will see you all in the next review.